The following is a special presentation from the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. Now, let's get you down to the field with the voice of your Pekin Panthers, Michael Comstock.
Welcome, Pekin Panther fans. Michael Comstock and Tony Latcham and Lauren Sylvester coming to you from Let's Iowa as the Pekin Panthers are getting set to take on the Louisa Muscatine Falcons tonight in Southeast Iowa Super Conference North action. Panthers come in with a 1-2 record, dropping a game on Monday night to the New London Tigers, and then we were rained out last night, so we are back at Louisa Muscatine tonight to make up the game from last night. So Panthers and Falcons will get ready for action. Tony's got our starting lineups for us here in just a minute. So we're going to take our first break and get a little bit of a break in here, and then we'll come back for the more pregame show on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me, Jason, today and learn more.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back, Pekin Panther fans. We are going to run through our starting lineups real quick. We'll go through the visiting team, the Panthers. The leadoff hitter tonight will be the pitcher. A little change in the lineup tonight. We've got number 18, Nolan Glick, leading off for the Panthers. The number 2 hitter will be number 9, left fielder Will Adam. Carson Comstock, the second baseman, will be in the 3 hole. The number 4 hitter tonight will be Henry Adam. He is in center field. Brant Latcham will be in right field for the Panthers. Cal Miller will be the DH. He'll be batting for Hudson Deitch, who will be at third base for the Panthers tonight. Riley Smith will be behind the plate. Sam Sharp will be at first base, and Elijah Brock will be the shortstop. So those are your starting lineups for the Pekin Panthers. We'll go through the L&M Falcons lineup here real quick. It'll be second baseman Tyler Rosenboom to lead off. Cedric Lamb will be in center. Owen Clockseam will be the first baseman. Brody Reynolds will be the third baseman. Hayden Cantrell will be behind the plate. Chase Loving will get the start on the mound for the Falcons. Xavier Wheeler will be at shortstop. Aiden Moreno will be in left field, and Nate Braun will be in right field. So those are your starting lineups for the Panthers and the Falcons. We're going to take another break as they're getting ready to do the starting lineups and the national anthem. So we'll take a break on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
At Jefferson County Health Center, care is more than a service. It's a commitment. Our nurses, doctors, and staff go beyond treatment to provide comfort, compassion, and connection. We care because you matter. Visit jeffersoncountyhealthcenter.org to discover the difference.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
Peyton here with Packwood Locker and Meats. Call now for availability on beef, hog, and lamb slaughter for 2024 through 25. Here at Packwood Locker, we have all the meats and accessories from cheeses to sauces for all your grilling gatherings. Fall's right around the corner, and before the snow flies, it's time to stock up on one of our full bundle meat package specials. Whether you're cooking for your family or hosting a party, contact Packwood Locker and Meats or order online at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. You can't beat my meat, and I dare you to try.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family. Your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. We're here for the first pitch. It'll be between the Pekin Panthers and the Louisa Muscatine Falcons. For the Panthers, the starting lineup for the Panthers will be Nolan Glick, Will Adam, Carson Comstock, Henry Adam, Brant Latcham. Hudson Deitch will be DH4 by Cal Miller. Riley Smith, Sam Sharp, then Elijah Brock. On the mound for the Falcons is Chase Loving, so Loving will get the start for the Falcons tonight. So Tony, we we missed the rain here. Usually we have rain at Louisa Muscatine. We got called off before we got here in the rain last night.
Yeah, it still looked, well, we're about to 10 for 10 down here, though, as far as ominous skies. But they're off to the east now. They've passed us. But, yeah, they had quite a bit more rain than what we did. I think maybe a couple inches down here, and what we have, maybe half, maybe 6/10. So, anyway. No, the field looks like in really good condition for all the rain they had, so it took it well.
Yeah, beautiful night for baseball. A little overcast. Well, not really overcast. It's that the smoke we've talked about the last few days is hanging around in the area. Kind of clear. It seemed like it was clearing off at home, but still hanging around a little over here when we got here. So Panthers come in 1-2 on the year. They dropped the game on Monday night to New London. So they are taking on the Falcons tonight. Glick will be the leadoff hitter for the Panthers, so Coach Lyman switching that lineup around again. The Falcons come in 1-4 on the season. Glick out in front of that first pitch. So Loving out in front of Glick, 0-1. Glick stands in, right-handed batter. Where's number 18? Here's the wind. That misses inside for a ball. 1-1 to the junior Glick. We're going to attempt something tonight. We got Tony on the camera for this inning. We're going to try and follow the ball with the camera, the angle that we're at. We don't see much of the field, so we're going to try and move the camera. We'll see how that goes tonight. Glick drives that one to left field. Left fielder's going back. That's going to be over his head. That's going to be a home run for Glick. So Glick takes it out of the park. Leadoff home run for Nolan Glick to start the ball game. That one just carried. I didn't think he had enough. I thought it was going to stay in the park, but it just carried over the fence. So
yeah, that thing went more than over the fence. It landed in the driveway back there, cleared the first row of cars. So well hit ball there by Nolan Glick. His first home run of the season.
First home run for the Panthers of the year. Nolan squared that one up. That will bring up senior Will Adam. He's in left field tonight for the Panthers. So the Panthers jump out early, 1-0 on the home run by Glick. Will stands in, wearing number 9, right-handed batter. Loving winds. That one goes behind him for a ball. We'll try and give you a clue of where if the ball is inside, outside, but we can't tell from here. We'll just be making it up. So the angle we're at, we can't tell.
Well, we didn't have to disclose that.
We didn't in the past. We didn't have to say that, but now we've got a camera. This one's driven down the left field line. That's going to be foul. Good contact by Will that time. That one was enough to clear the fence too. So long strike for Will. 1-1 now.
Try not to make you sick with this camera, but everything's been going left field here so far, and that's all the way around.
So we get a new ball in. 1-1 to Will Adam, the senior. Carson Comstock on deck for the Panthers. Panthers lead 1-0 early on here at Louisa Muscatine. Driven down to left field again. Left fielder comes over and makes the play in foul territory. So another good piece of contact for Will that time results in a fly out to left. Ball is carrying to left field tonight. Can't really see a flag, but the way that ball is,
feels like it's hitting me in the face, coming out
so
of the east.
It feels like the wind's blowing out to left tonight. So Comstock comes to the plate. He pops that one off his hands. That's down the first base line. The first baseman is there and makes the play. So Clockseam makes the play to retire Comstock. Fly out to the first baseman for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Henry Adam. That one kind of jammed Carson just a little bit, got it off the handle. So the sophomore, Henry Adams, steps into the box. He's playing center field tonight. He was the pitcher on Monday night for the Panthers. He lines that one out to center field, and it's going to be played by the center fielder. So line out to center. results in the third out. So Panthers put 1 run on the board on 1 hit. There are no men left. There were no errors. So we will move to the bottom of the first. It will be Rosenboom, Lamb, and Clockseam coming to the plate for the Falcons. So we'll take this break on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics is excited to announce that Jenna Hunter, ARNP with Atomo Wound Clinic, will be providing services at our specialty clinic. Jenna will work closely with your healthcare provider to build a treatment plan that is focused on each individual patient to reach the best outcome. For a list of services Jenna will be offering, visit us at keokukhealth.com. To schedule an appointment, call 641-684-8448. Again, that's 641-684-8448.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock coming to you from Louisa Muscatine High School. We're at Letts, Iowa. I've got Tony Latcham with me as well as Lauren Sylvester bringing you this game tonight. We are in the bottom of the first. 1-0 lead for the Panthers. Nolan Glick on the mound for the Panthers. He led off with a home run to start the game. So it'll be Rosenboom at the plate for the Falcons. Glick winds and misses inside. Nolan picked up the win his last appearance. He has the lone win on the season. Panthers are 1-2. Falcons come in 1-4. There's a strike. 1-1 now to the second baseman, Tyler Rosenboom. Glick working from the windup. Here's the delivery. That's called a ball. Around the infield for the Panthers, we got Deitch at third, Brock at short, Comstock at second, and Sharp at first. Outfield is... We'll get to them in just a second. That one's going to be driven out to center field, and that's going to be in there for a leadoff single for Tyler Rosenboom. So Rosenboom, first hit of the game for the Falcons, leadoff single. That'll bring up Cedric Lamb, the center fielder. We've got Will Adam in left, Henry Adam in center, and Brant Latcham in right. So there's the defense for the Panthers. Glick moves to the stretch now with Rosenboom at first. Throws behind the runner. He's back easily. The Falcons lost to Durant 14-3 to start the season and lost to West Burlington 7-5. Knocked off Lone Tree 12-2 and lost to Winfield Mount Union 11-1. And they lost to New London 11-8. So that is the 1-4 record. That one's fouled back out of play by Lamb. Rosenboom gets his lead over at first. 0-1 count to the lefty, Cedric Lamb. There goes Rosenboom. Huge jump. 1-1. There's a ball. Sorry, Lauren. Lauren can't see, so I got to keep her up to date. So 1-1 is the count. Shows bunt. And that gets past Riley Smith. So runner at third. Lamb goes all the way around. He has a stolen base and then moves up on the pass ball. So tying runs at third base. 2-1 count now to Cedric Lamb. Clock seam on deck. So need Nolan to settle down here. There's a fastball through that one by Lamb. So 2-2. Little breezy up here in the press box.
It is a little breezy. Could get a little chilly tonight.
That one's going to be chopped down the third base line and foul. Played by the coach there at third base. Deitch holds the runner on at third. That's Rosenboom. He reached on a single to start the game. Moved to second on the stolen base and moved to third on a wild pitch, pass ball. Breaking ball misses, so 3-2. So far Nolan throwing a lot of pitches. He's thrown 10 pitches already.
Yeah, we need Nolan to get settled in here.
It's fouled back by Lamb. Stays alive. Glick looks in, gets the sign from Riley Smith behind the plate. Checks the runner over at third. And that one's going to be chopped to shortstop. Brock gets the play, goes to first. Not in time. Elijah took too long to get the ball out of his glove. And Cedric Lamb beats it out. So we're tied at 1. Gosh, I don't know how you rule that. There really wasn't an error, but it's not. You almost have to call it an error because Elijah just, I don't know if he was checking the runner. And
yeah, he's checking the runner at home. I thought the first base ump out there on the field made the call before the runner ever got to the bag. That's kind of what I saw. So it was a little quick on the trigger there, but pretty close call.
So Klopsing will be at the plate. We're tied at 1. Loving got through the inning on 8 pitches. Glick has yet to record an out, has thrown 12 already. There goes the runner. He's going to be out at second. So nice throw by Riley Smith. Retires him at second. Brock there to cover. Caught stealing. And I believe they called that a strike, I believe. That misses high, so 1-1. Oh, no, he called it a ball.
Well, it was right down the middle.
It looked like it was right down the middle, so it's 2-0 is the count. I'm not sure where that first one missed.
Riley didn't move his glove on that one. That's why he transferred that so quick and threw the runner out. He didn't have to reach for it or anything.
And that was a delayed strike call that time. 3-1 the count. So 3-1 is the count. Oh, that's another delayed call. Full count. Clockseam thought it was ball 4.
Threw his bat.
So
he's going to walk down to first. And
umpire has a delayed strike call. So full count now for Clockseam, the left-handed batter. So 2 lefties in a row for this Falcon team. That one's going to be hit on the ground first. Sharps there. 3 unassisted, put out. Good play by Sammy. So we got 2 outs here in this first inning. That will bring up Brody Reynolds, the third baseman.
Sam's kind of a steady Eddie over there at first. He doesn't make too many errors and cleanly picked that ball. Sometimes you see that bobbled or kicked off to the side. So good job there by Sam Sharp.
So third baseman Reynolds steps to the plate. Glick still working from the stretch. That one's going to be fisted out in the right field for a hit. So Reynolds is going to come up with the single. So third hit of the inning for the Falcons. That one was a inside-out swing for Reynolds. Results in a base hit. Wasn't the hardest contact, but depends on where you hit it. Doesn't matter how hard, just if you can find some green grass somewhere, that's all that matters.
That's right. He found a hole.
So that'll bring up Hayden Cantrell, the catcher. So lots of runners on in this first inning.
Lots of contact between these two teams. I like to see that. A lot of runners, and it's been a good first inning so far.
So 2 outs here in the first. We're tied at 1. Glick led off the game with a homer for the Panthers. Rosenboom had a single, moved around the bases, and came in to score on the grounder by Cedric Lamb. That one misses low for a ball to Cantrell, the catcher. Runnels out at first. That one misses low, 2-0. Chase Loving, the pitcher, on deck for the Falcons. Ball being played all around us. 2 little league games out in the outfield. A softball game back behind us. That one's 3-0 for a ball. Got to sit there and wait a little bit to see if he's going to call it a strike or a ball. He's showing bunt. And that's a 4-pitch walk to Runnels. So Nolan's given up 3 hits and a walk in this first inning. Not what we were wanting to see out of Nolan.
Well, Nolan just needs to settle down here in the first. Maybe a little tight tonight coming in.
Already up to 23 pitches in this first inning. So see if he can get out of this. This is the opposing pitcher, Chase Loving. That's a strike on the inside corner. So 0-1 now to the pitcher.
Nice pitch.
Strike 2 called.
Breaking ball.
0-2 now on the pitcher Loving. See if Nolan can get out of this one with not any more damage. And he's got Loving out in front of it. Nolan fields it and goes to first and retires the side. 1-3 for the putout, so that will end the inning. But not before they put a run on the board. There was 1 run. There was 3 hits. There were no errors, and there were 2 men left on. So we will move to the top of the second inning. It'll be Latcham, Miller, and Smith coming up for the Panthers. We'll take this break on your home for Panther Baseball, Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM, and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel.
Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics is excited to announce that Jenna Hunter, ARNP with Ottumwa Wound Clinic, will be providing services at our specialty clinic. Jenna will work closely with your healthcare provider to build a treatment plan that is focused on each individual patient to reach the best outcome. For a list of services Jenna will be offering, visit us at keokukhealth.com. To schedule an appointment, call 641-684-8448. Again, that's 641-684-8448.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets, and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. You're watching the Pekin Panthers.
In a dogfight down here at Let's. L&M, the host school. Pekin tied 1-1. We got Latcham, Miller, and Smith. Latcham, Miller, Smith. Cal Miller DHing for Hudson Deitch. Hudson playing third base. Latcham playing right field. Comes up to bat for the Panthers. We're in the top half of the second inning in Let's. Brant waits for the pitch from Chase Loving. And there's a swing and a miss. First strike 1. Latcham with an 0-1 count. One of 2 seniors on this team. There's a pitch, there's a swing, and he hits it to the shortstop, and he bobbles it. Brant streaking down the first baseline, and he makes it. That'll be an error on the shortstop. So Brant reaches on the error. So the Panthers with one aboard, made good contact. Hitter kind of going away from the shortstop, but it should have been an easy play, and he just bobbled it. So that brings Cal Miller to the plate.
Yeah, Coach Lyman was just talking to the Louisa bench about how the umpire is calling it before they even get to the base.
Yeah. There, Loving comes set. Cal Miller sits and waits. There's a swing and a miss. A little late on that one. Strike one. Latcham on first. One aboard. 1-1 now if you're just joining us. Pekin tied with L&M top of the second inning. No outs here. Cal Miller, there's a throw back to first. Latcham slides in safely. 0-1 count on Cal Miller. 0-0 right-hander for Pekin. There's a ball just a little bit inside for a 1-1 count.
See if the Panthers can work the count a little bit and try and get the pitch count up for Loving, as he was very efficient after that home run by Nolan in that first inning.
Chase Loving, right-handed pitcher on the mound for the Falcons. That one in the dirt for a 2-1 count. Cal Miller DHing for Hudson Deitch. As I said earlier, Hudson's playing third base. One aboard for the Panthers. Cal Miller trying to work Brant around the field here. There's the throw back to first. Brant gets in there pretty easily. Everybody resets. Cal steps in. Loving comes set. Here's a pitch. That one a little high, and Brant will advance to second on the wild pitch. So that'll be a 3-1 count on Miller. Latcham advances to second. So now the Panthers with one in scoring position. Cal Miller looking at a 3-1 count here. Plate umpire, pretty tight strike zone. There's a swing and a pop-up to right field for Miller. And a right fielder, shallow right. So Brant will stay there at second. So that'll be out number one on the fly out to right field. That brings Riley Smith to the plate, Sam Sharp on deck, and Elijah Brock in the hole. Riley Smith, number 2, playing position 2 for the Panthers.
And he was batting number 2 the other night, so a little change up tonight.
Yeah, they're kind of moving these batters around a little bit, trying to find the sweet spot. There's a bunt attempt by Riley for strike one. Riley didn't come up with anything there on that bunt.
See if Coach Lyman keeps the bunt call on or lets him swing away.
Riley waits for the pitch from Loving. There, he squares away again. That ball goes in a little high and a little outside for a 1-1 count. Sam Sharp on deck. Latcham on second in scoring position. Riley Smith at the plate. 1-1. There's one out. 1-1. Tied score. That one come in a little bit low for a 2-1 count. Nice night down here in Letts, outside of Letts. Good night for baseball. Riley squares away again, and he pulls back, and that ball comes in low. Again, that was close.
That looked like a pretty good pitch. I'm not sure where that one missed.
It did look good.
Must have been a little low. Maybe. We can't tell inside and outside, but the catcher didn't move much on that one.
No. Latcham gets his lead at second. There's the pitch, and it hits Riley, so he'll be taken first.
And if anybody's making their way over to the Letts area, there is road construction. Highway 92 is closed just outside of Columbus Junction. So if you're making your way east on 92, you think you've got it good until you get to, what's that little town? I can't remember the name of the little town that's where the railroad station is there, but you turn and have to go south there and go through Columbus City. So
there's a swing and a miss there by Sam Sharp on the breaking ball for an 0-1 count. So 2 aboard for the Panthers. Riley Smith on first, Brant Latcham on second. Sam Sharp, left-handed batter for the Panthers, looking to try to do some damage here. There's another breaking ball for a strike. 0-2 count on Sharp. 1 out, 1-1. Panthers in a tie with the Falcons. Here's the pitch. That one really high. And lost his grip on that ball for a 1-2 count. Panthers looking to bounce back after a tough loss at New London. Sam's waiting for the pitch from Loving. There's a swing and a foul back out of play.
Fought that one off. Just stay alive.
Panthers could use a hit here with 2 runners aboard. Here's the pitch by Loving. There's a swing and a foul back again. He fights that off.
Sammy staying alive. Good at bat, Sammy. We are definitely working the pitch count a little better this inning than last inning.
Elijah Brock waits. Loving looks for the sign. He comes set. Latcham's got a good lead on second. That one outside for a 2-2 count now.
Good at bat for Sammy. Let's see if he can get it to pay off. Come up with a hit here or keep battling up there. Keep it alive for Elijah Brock.
Sam Sharp, our first baseman tonight. Waits for the pitch. There's a swing, and it rips it right by the first baseman. Brant Latcham's going home, and the right fielder actually missed that ball. Otherwise, it might have been a play at the plate. So that scores Latcham, so that'll be an RBI for Sam Sharp.
RBI single for Sharp.
Nice hit. First baseman couldn't handle it over there. It was sharply hit. Went into shallow right. That put Riley Smith over on third, but that right fielder mishandled the ball.
He was thinking about making that throw home and didn't get the glove all the way to the ground and got underneath it.
Kind of feel like it had been a close play. Lineman had Brant go home. Elijah Brock comes to the plate. So runners on the corners for the Panthers. Here's a pitch. And a hit there by Elijah Brock between short and third. That'll score another run. So an RBI for Elijah. So that's 2 runs now scored.
Right in the hole. Nice play there for Elijah.
Real nice hit for Elijah.
It's 3-1, right?
3-1.
Okay.
3-1.
They had 4 on the scoreboard,
Yep.
and I'm like...
3-1. Sam Sharp on second. Brock now on first, and Nolan Glick comes back to the plate, takes first pitch, strike.
Elijah aggressive, jumped on that first pitch and drove it through the hole between short and third to pick up that RBI.
Loving comes set. Glick waits. Sam Sharp gets a good lead over there on second. There's a hit, and that's going to be a base hit for Nolan Glick. Sam Sharp is going to be held up at third, so now the bases are juiced.
So Riley 2 for 2, a single and a home run. I'm sorry, Nolan 2 for 2, single and a home run.
Nolan with a nice hit there out to shallow left. So we got Elijah Brock on second. We got Sam Sharp over here on third, Nolan on first, and Will Adam up to bat. Will, the right-handed batter, he fouls it back out of play. His first at bat, he flew out to left field. Made good contact.
320 to left. He probably hit it about 310 out there, just short. there was a warning track, it would have been on the warning track.
Well, the foul ball before that, he hit into the parking lot. It was just a little foul. Will waits for the pitch. There, he waited long enough and fought that breaking ball off, fouled it back out of play, but good patience there by Will on that pitch.
Yeah, he loaded, and then he just held his hands and then fired it. And he was right on that breaking ball, just fouled it straight back.
So we got an 0-2 count on Will. That one in the dirt, so Sam Sharp's going to try to go home on the pass ball, and he makes it. So that's going to advance Elijah Brock over to third and Nolan to second. And another scored run for the Panthers there on the pass ball.
And that one didn't just go straight back. It bounced off the catcher's hand and came clear down the third base line, gave Sammy time to make it standing. So good hustle by Sammy.
So now 2 aboard, 2 in scoring position for the Panthers. They've jumped into a pretty decent lead here, 4-1. So Will waits for the pitch. There's a swing, and he rips one to the third baseman. Third baseman throws it over, but not in time, and that scores Elijah Brock. So Will hustled down to first. That put Nolan Glick on third, and Elijah scores. So that's the 4th run of the inning for the Panthers. So I think that would probably be an error maybe on the third baseman. It was going to be a close play, but we're going to call that an error. But that puts Will put himself over there. We got Carson Comstock at the plate. Runners on the corners again. 1 out. There goes Will.
They're going to give him second.
They're going to let him go. So now we got Glick on third, Adam on second, Carson Comstock still just 1 out. So the Panthers looking to add more. Comstock waits. There's the pitch. A little low and outside. Tight strike zone.
2-0 now on Comstock. Lauren's doing a much better job on our scoreboard than the scoreboarder
2-0
from Louisa Muscatine.
2-0. I saw a 1-1. I was like, that can't be right. There's one in the dirt. 3-0. So we're looking at a 3-0 count. Loving's got himself in a little bit of a pickle here. And if there's anybody that gets on base from walking, it's Carson Comstock. He's going to make him throw it.
See if a lineman gives him the green light here on the 3-0 count, or if we
that one went behind him, so
didn't have to worry about it.
No way he was going to be swinging at that one, so that's a base on balls for Carson Comstock. So now the bases are loaded again.
And we got a timeout here. The coach is going to come out. So we are going to take a short break here on Classic Rock 101.5, KISS FM, and the Tomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Panthers on top now, 5-1. We had a pitching change here for the Falcons. Brody Runnels coming into the game for the Falcons. Henry Adam up to bat. Bases are loaded. Still one out. 5-1 Panthers now. Scoring 4 runs here in the second inning. First ball comes in high for ball 1.
They didn't have any stats on varsity bound yet for the Falcons, so just saw that their record was 1-4.
Runnels, a right-handed pitcher for the Falcons, comes set. Here's the pitch. Boy, that one just missed.
Henry wanted to take that one, but he'll take the ball, be up 2-0. See if
2-0 count.
Put a charge into one here and get these runners going around the merry-go-round.
Henry is one of those throw with your left hand, bat with your right. He can go either way at the plate. There's a strike call on a breaking ball. And I think he's kind of preferred to go right-handed most of this year. I haven't seen him switch to the other side.
No, he hasn't hit left-handed at all this year. So
Nolan Glick gets a good lead over here at third. Will Adam at second. There's a bomb shot. Looks like it's going to be in the gap. That's going to score 2 runs. Comstock's going to have a chance, and he's going to be held up. So that's 2 more runs. Comstock on third. Henry Adam with a double. Stand-up double.
Yeah, Comstock had a good view of that one. He could see that that was going to get down, but Will had to wait a little bit, so Comstock had to wait for Will to make sure that he was going, and so Will comes around easily to score.
So 2 more runs put on the board. That's 6 in the inning. So 7-1 now Panthers. That brings Latcham to the plate. There's still just 1 out here. And we got 2 more in scoring position. Comstock gets his lead on third. Runnels comes set. There's a swing and a miss. A little late on that one. Brandt was our leadoff batter this inning. I'm starting a new column.
Second time we've done that this year in 3 games. That's always a good sign when you bat around.
As long as it's on our side.
That's right. Still only 1 out in the inning.
1 out. Latcham waits. Here's the pitch. That one a little low, and that's going to get Comstock home on the pass ball. Probably a ball that should have been caught by the catcher, but squirts past him, so that'll be another run for the Panthers. So that puts Henry Adam over on third. So 8-1 now, just the top of the second inning at L&M. 1-1 count on Latcham. Henry Adam gets his lead on third. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul.
Get Cal a little calisthenics in and running to chase the ball at the backstop. This is a deep backstop here at Louisa Muscatine.
Yeah, it's going to be awful hard to catch somebody stealing home on a pass ball. So Latcham steps in with a 1-2 count. 1 out. 8-1 Panthers. Henry Adam on third. Here's the pitch by Runnels. That one comes in. I think Brandt all smiles there. I guarantee you his mom probably said, wear it.
Well, the bench was telling him to wear it, so
2-2 count here on Latcham. 1 out. Runnels, here's the pitch. Oh, and he swings and pops that one up, and the catcher made a nice diving catch on the foul ball there. So good athletic move there by that catcher.
Nice play by Cantrell that time. Laid out to make the play.
So that'll be out number 2, and that brings Cal Miller to the plate. Cal Miller trying to work Henry Adam home here. Scored 7 runs this inning. 0-0. Cal Miller. There's a strike call right down the middle. So last inning, Cal flew out to right field. Actually, that was this inning. Seemed like last inning. But this is his second time up to bat this inning. There's a pass ball, and it didn't go very far, but Henry made it in there anyway. So just kind of squirted out of the catcher's glove. That Henry steals home. So 9-1.
Henry has such a high baseball IQ. As soon as he saw that in the dirt, he was off and running. We were talking to Carson the other day, and he said that Henry is the one who's really helped him out with his swing and getting back into, he said, Henry, I think could probably coach the team. He knows so much about baseball. And that's saying something for just a sophomore.
Cal Miller, there's a swing and a miss by Cal. That'll be strike 2. 2-2 count on Miller. So 2 outs now, 9-1. Top half of the second inning. There's a swing and a pop-up to right center. And the center fielder comes over and makes the catch for out number 3. That'll be out number 3, but not before the Panthers put 8 runs on the board, had a big top half of the second inning. We're going to move to the bottom half. You're listening to Classic Rock 101.5 Kiss FM, and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube page.
At Jefferson County Health Center, care is more than a service. It's a commitment. Our nurses, doctors, and staff go beyond treatment to provide comfort, compassion, and connection. We care because you matter. Visit jeffersoncountyhealthcenter.org to discover the difference.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Pekin Panthers on top of the L&M Falcons tonight, 9-1, and we're going into the bottom half of the second inning. Pekin had a monstrous top half of the second with an 8-run outburst. Went around the order, came right back, and so sitting on 9-1. Nolan Glick going to be on the mound again for the Panthers. Xavier Wheeler up to the plate. Marino on deck. So Javier Wheeler up to bat for the Falcons. There's a hit to the shortstop over Elijah Brock on the first pitch, and Elijah retires him on the 6-3 put out. That'll be out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Now up to bat is Moreno. He's their left fielder. Had a little action tonight out there in left field. Moreno waits for the pitch from Nolan Glick. Comes breaking ball in for a strike. So no 1 count. If you're just joining us, the Panthers had a monstrous top half of the second inning. Scored 8 runs, had 1 in the first. So it's 9-1 now, Panthers in control. That ball coming a little low, little inside for a 1-1 count. Nate Braun on deck for the Falcons. Moreno, a right-handed batter for L&M. That one in the dirt for a 2-1 count. Adding something to our repertoire tonight. We're using the camera trying to show you the whole field if the ball's hit to the outfield. So there's a swing and a miss. So, Michael, we're switching off and on every other inning with camera duties, so hopefully we don't get caught watching the game and can follow the ball.
We're jacks of all trade up here.
Here's the pitch. That one right down the middle for the putout. Out number 2. He got caught looking. So Moreno sits down. And Nate Braun comes to the plate for the Falcons. He's a 9-hole hitter. 9-1, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second. Panthers been very efficient this inning. There's a one right down the middle.
Yeah, Nolan's really settled in well this second inning. That's what we need from him. We had a big inning, and you want to come out and set them down in 3, up, 3, down, and get back and swing in the bats.
There's a swing, and that's going to go to right field on the ground. So Brant Latcham picks it up and throws it back in. So that'll be a base hit for Nate Braun. 1 aboard for the Falcons. We'll be back to the top here. Tyler Rosenboom, their second baseman. So the Falcons with 1 aboard.
We'll see how aggressive they get on the base pass. Last time they attempted to steal, Riley threw him out at second, so got a pretty good lead.
There's a throw back to first, and that one was in the dirt. Sammy thought he had it in his glove, but it just popped out. So Nolan trying to keep him close over there, keep him under wraps.
That would have been close if Sammy would have made the play. That was right where you want your pickoff be, right on the arm.
Here's the pitch. There's a slow-moving breaking ball for ball 1. 1-0 count on Rosenboom. Right-handed batter for the Falcons. There's a pitch right down the middle for a 1-1 count.
Rosenboom singled and scored in the first.
He had a base hit in the first, and he was their lone run. There's Glick. And Rosenboom really had to reach for that one, fight that one off. So still a 1-2 count.
Had him out in front on that breaking ball one more time. Let's see if he goes back to that breaking ball or he tries to maybe throw a high fastball past him right here. Nolan wasn't real comfortable there, so he steps off the mound, going to reset.
Nolan keeping his eye on Braun. Oh, that ball a little high and gets away from Riley. So that'll allow Braun to advance to second.
Yeah, that one's a pass ball. Riley should have had that one a little high, but that was one Riley's got to make that play. So
2-2 count on Rosenboom. Yep, just flew over Riley's glove. He got a piece of it, but not all of it. Nolan checks the runner at second. And he goes home. There's a swing and a miss. For strike three, and that'll be 3 outs for the Panthers. We're going to move to the top half of the third inning. Your Panthers on top 9-1, so we left one stranded there on the bases, and we're going to move to the top half of the third. You're listening to Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube page.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham, and Lauren Sylvester on the radio and on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel tonight. The Panthers have opened up a 9-1 lead here at Louisa Muscatine. A big second inning. I think I probably should have left Tony on the book. He had the good luck in that second inning, but we'll see if I can continue that along.
That was a long one. We had to start a new column on the Pekin Panthers side, so that's always a good feeling.
Yeah, the Panthers scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 runs on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So a couple walks, a hit batter, had a little bit of everything in that last inning. So an error on the Falcons as well. So we move to the top of the third. It'll be Riley Smith, Sam Sharp, and Elijah Brock. Riley was hit by a pitch last inning and scored a run. Swings at the first pitch and misses it. Riley stands in. Number 2, right-handed batter, catching for the Panthers tonight. That one misses low and away, so 1-1 count.
Catching for the Panthers about every night.
Yeah, he'll be the Iron Man behind the plate this year for the Panthers. So around the infield for the Falcons, they've got Braun at third, Wheeler at short, second is Rosenboom, and Clockseam is at first. Cantrell doing the catching, Brody Reynolds on the mound. He came in relief of Chase Loving, who started the game. He went 1 1/3 innings. So Reynolds, 2-1 count to Riley Smith. There's a strike on the outside corner, 2-2. On deck is Sam Sharp for the Panthers. Sun starting to shine through out here in left field. Beautiful night for baseball. I was just glad we got the call early yesterday and we didn't have to make the drive all the way over here and then get rained out. So,
yeah, I think we probably could have played at Pekin, but down here they had quite a bit more rain than we did. So
full count to Smith.
Had to call it early.
And Riley's hit by another pitch. So Riley's been hit by 2 pitches tonight. So that puts him on first to start the inning. Sam Sharp, the lefty, comes to the plate. He singled last inning, scored a run for the Panthers. As did almost all the Panthers last inning. Cal Miller was the only Panther that did not score last inning. Everybody else in the lineup scored, so 8 runs in the second. Makes it a 9-1 lead here in the third inning. Sharp takes that one for a ball, 1-0.
Sam's done a real good job over there at first base tonight.
Reynolds checks on Smith over at first. Not a real big lead for Riley over there. Don't expect him to be too aggressive with the 9-1 lead. 2-0. Elijah Brock on deck. So 2-0 to Sharp. A little bigger lead by Smith this time. Reynolds checks him.
There he goes.
There goes Smith. And throw down, not in time, so stolen base for Riley Smith.
Riley got a real good jump there.
That was a ball, so 3-0 count on Sharp. So Sammy sets, and he's going to draw the 4-pitch walk. So the 2 leadoff runners are on for the Panthers. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Elijah Brock. He singled and scored last inning. So Brock in that 9 hole. He's struggled a little bit on Monday, but jumps out early on a fastball and had a nice solid hit here to start this game. See if that will get him going. Swings over the top of that one for strike 1. Good pitch by Reynolds that time to get ahead. Sharp at first. Smith at second. That one misses inside. 2-0. Or sorry, 1-1 now. Coach Lyman, the new style of calling out numbers, and they look at their wristbands to see what the play is. The days of hand signals are long gone, Tony.
Yeah, I noticed L&M still using the good old-fashioned hand signals. That's when you really had to pay attention.
Yes.
And if you got it wrong, you were going to hear about it.
You definitely were going to hear about it. Just a bit high. 2-2 now.
Well, in those days, you would try to pick off the other team's signs and try to figure them out and call it out before they did it. That was kind of fun to do.
And he goes down looking on the breaking ball. Nice pitch for Reynolds that time. Brock goes down looking for the first out. That's the first strikeout of the night for the Falcons pitching staff.
Yeah, Elijah got kind of fooled on that breaking ball. Wasn't expecting that. And came in there for a strike. Nice pitch there by Reynolds.
Brings us to the top of the order, Nolan Glick. He's 2 for 2, has a single and a home run. Scored 2 of the runs for the Panthers. There's a strike on the inside corner. So 0-1 to Nolan. Panthers have 5 hits to go along with those 9 runs tonight. And that's going to be driven out to right center field. That's a base hit. They're going to send Smith.
Yep.
And the ball gets away from the
right fielder
again. That's Loving out there now, who He was on the mound to start, Loving out in right field, but that'll be a single and an RBI for Nolan Glick. He's got 3 hits tonight, so moving him to the number 1 hole has been a good move there by Coach Lyman. So Nolan 3 for 3 tonight. Sharp had a possibility of moving up to second. He was not paying attention to Coach Lyman. Lyman was trying to get him over here to third base, and Sammy wasn't quite paying attention, so he's still at second. Nolan's at first. That's a check swing for Will. They get the force at second, not time to go to first, so Glick is forced at second base. 6 unassisted for the second out of the inning. So will reach on the fielder's choice.
Will with kind of a check swing there, and still made good contact.
So we got runners at first and third for the Panthers. Comstock comes to the plate. He popped out to the first baseman and walked in his 2 at-bats so far. He scored a run. Panthers lead 10-1 now. Reynolds in his second inning of work. There goes Will, and they're going to give him up second base, so runners at second and third now. So if Comstock can come up with a single, that will drive in 2 runs. That's ball 1. That's Carson in the number 3 hole tonight. Henry Adam on deck for the Panthers. That one misses high. Catcher Cantrell looks to possibly throw behind Sammy over here at third, so he's got to make sure he's ready. He at least showed that. So 2-0 to Comstock.
Hard to do with the right-handed batter there, but he looked like he wanted to make that attempt.
That one way inside, so 3-0. Comstock's seen 7 straight balls in these last 2 at-bats. I know that's going to drive him nuts.
Probably his last 5 at-bats. It seems like. Go back to the last game.
Well, he flew out on his first pitch he saw, so he was looking for anything in the strike zone to be swinging at. And he's going to draw another walk, so Comstock walks for the second time tonight. That will load the bases for Henry Adam. So another 4-pitch walk for Comstock. He's seen 9 pitches, flew out on the first one, and then walked on the other 4, or on the other 8. So Henry Adam will bat left. Hey, just as we were talking about, Tony.
There we go.
Henry's going to switch around to the left side this time. We hadn't seen that all year, but Henry's going to switch around to that left side. And takes that one for a ball.
Maybe kind of bad timing here because the sun just came out shining right in his face.
Right in his face. Yeah, I noticed that too. So Sharp's at second, Sharp's at third, Will Adams at second, and Comstock's at first for the Panthers. Panthers looking to add a little more insurance. They've got a 9-run lead here in this third inning. And that's going to be hit hard. That's going to be in the gap. That's going to score 2 runs. Comstock's going to come around to third, so we're going to have runners on the corner. Henry Adam
goes to second.
Sees that no one's covering the base and the ball gets away, so Henry moves up to second. So 2 RBI single for Henry Adam right through the hole between first and second. We talked about him being a switch hitter. We hadn't seen him hit left-handed. It was the same result as what he had hitting right-handed earlier. So Comstock moves up to third. Henry moves up to second. Sharp scores as well as Will Adam. So Panthers have added another 3 runs in this third inning, makes it a 12-1 lead. Brant Latcham stands in. He reached on an error and popped out to the catcher in his 2 at-bats. Reynolds takes his time. Here's the delivery. That misses inside to Latcham. Cal Miller on deck, so we got a 1-0 count. 12-1 lead for the Panthers here in the third. Henry Adam out at second. Comstock at third for the Panthers. Latcham drives that one to the center field. That's going to score at least 1. They're going to send Henry. There's going to be a play at the plate. Nope, it's going to be cut off. So a 2 RBI single for Brant Latcham. Gets greeted by his brother over at first, so that will bring in Comstock and Henry. So Panthers keep the merry-go-round rolling. So 2 RBI single for Latcham.
That was my fault on the camera work. I watched the ball go, but I forgot to follow with the camera. That's my bad. I guess maybe I shouldn't quit my day job.
14-1. Well, you were doing a dad moment there. You are more paying attention to.
I was hoping that ball was going to get down.
So Cal Miller at the plate. So I don't know if this would jinx Cal or not, but Cal's the only player that has not reached base tonight. So I'm hoping it's going to be a reverse jinx.
It's Cal's turn.
It's a reverse jinx. So we're going to try and get Cal on base with the reverse jinx. He's flown out to right field and flown out to center field in his 2 at-bats. Panthers have a 14-1 lead. There we go. We got a hit for Cal that time. He gets it out to right center field for the single. So Cal picks up his first hit of the game.
Nice poke there for Cal.
And so we've got the coach coming out. Let's see if we're going to do a pitching change or if it's going to be just a little powwow here. But we'll take a break on your Home for Panther Baseball, Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atemo Radio Group YouTube channel.
Peyton here with Packwood Locker and Meats. Call now for availability on beef, hog, and lamb slaughter for 2024 through 25. Here at Packwood Locker, we have all the meats and accessories from cheeses to sauces for all your grilling gatherings. Fall's right around the corner, and before the snow flies, it's time to stock up on one of our full bundle meat package specials. Whether you're cooking for your family or hosting a party, contact Packwood Locker and Meats or order online at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. You can't beat my meat, and I dare you to try.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
From backyard barbecues to late getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me Jason today and learn more.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
We're back, Panther fans. Riley Smith at the plate for the Panthers for his second at bat of the inning. Tyler Rosenboom takes over on the mound. Ball one to the catcher, Riley Smith. Riley scored twice tonight. He's been hit by a pitch twice tonight. So good game tonight for Riley. He'll have to use the ice pack when he gets home. So we are still in the third, 14-1. Good piece of that one. Riley out in front of it, fouls it down the third base line. We got a 1-1 count now. Latcham at second, Miller at first for the Panthers. There's a strike, so 1-2. So 1-2 to Riley Smith. Rosenboom comes set. Here's the delivery. Fouled out of play by Riley that time. Nice cut. Fouled straight back. So Latcham's out at second. Miller's at first for the Panthers. Good second and third inning for the Panthers. Put 8 runs on the board in the second. And they followed it up with 5 here in the third. Make that more because that's going to be in there for a hit down the line. And that's going to score 1. We're going to see they're going to hold Miller at third. So Cal will hold at third. So a double for Riley Smith. Give him an RBI. Put him on second base. Brant Latcham comes in to score.
Stand-up double there for Riley. A nice hit. Coffin corner out there in left field.
So his first hit of the night, he's been hit twice, and then he picks up his first hit. So Sam Sharp stands in. Smith's at second. Miller's at third. We're getting to that point where we talk about if the Panthers can get one more run and they can hold them in the bottom of the inning, this game would be over here in 3 innings. Swing and a miss for Sam. So we're 15-1 lead for the Panthers in the third inning. They scored 1 in the first. Leadoff home run by Nolan Glick. We thought that was exciting. And then the next inning, Panthers put 8 on the board. Now they've got 6 in the third. So 15-1 lead here in the third inning for the Panthers over the Falcons. That one misses inside to Sam. 3-1 count now for Sharp. Brock on deck. Sammy singled in the second and walked. He scored 2 runs on the night. Got to fill in this circle by Cal so everybody can have scored a run tonight. And that one misses inside, so that's going to be ball 4.
That's ball 4. The umpire, I don't know if the umpire.
Well, the scoreboard had 2 balls, so Sammy wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, and he looked back at the umpire, and the umpire said, yeah, I guess it is. Go ahead.
So that'll bring up Elijah Brock. So Elijah struck out earlier this inning. He singled, had a sharp single, and scored in the second. And takes a ball. He went down on a breaking ball from Reynolds, who's been since replaced by Rosenboom. That misses high, so 2-0.
Good time to have the bases loaded.
And Mr. Glick on deck. He's 3 for 3 on the night. 3-0 to Brock.
Well, we've talked about Elijah being that second leadoff hitter for the Panthers, and it leads us right into Nolan Glick in the top half of that lineup.
And that's going to be down the left field line, foul. So he had the 3-0 green light just out in front of it.
Didn't get all of that one, but just foul.
Yeah, it sounded like a little bit off the handle a little bit. Maybe got it, just didn't quite get the barrel on it, which I'm glad he didn't, because if he got the barrel on it, that would probably been in our lap.
Might have been. We got a little protection up here. I'll just stand behind Lauren. Duck down.
So 3-1 to Brock. That's off the hands the other way. So we got a full count now. So the runners will be off with the pitch.
Well, they're supposed to be anyway.
We'll see if they're paying attention. Everybody should be on the move. So full count. And Brock's going to go down looking for the second time in the inning. So that will end the inning before the Panthers can get that 15th run lead. So 15-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. Panthers put 6 runs on the board. We had 3 hits, 4 hits in the inning. So 6 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error, and there were 3 men left on. So we'll move to the bottom of the third. It will be Lamb, Clockseam, and Reynolds coming to the plate. We'll take a break on your home for Panther Baseball, Classic Rock 101.5, KISS FM, and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel.
At Jefferson County Health Center, care is more than a service. It's a commitment. Our nurses, doctors, and staff go beyond treatment to provide comfort, compassion, and connection. We care because you matter. Visit jeffersoncountyhealthcenter.org to discover the difference.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham, and Lauren Sylvester bringing you Panther baseball tonight from Louisa Muscatine High School at Letts. So the Panthers have jumped on top of the Falcons 15-1. They had a 1 run in the first. They added 8 in the second, and then added another 6 runs in the third inning. So it will be number 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Falcons. Cedric Lamb, Owen Clockseam, and Brody Reynolds at the plate for the Falcons. Cedric Lamb, the center fielder. He was caught stealing in the first. He had a hit for the Falcons. He drives that one out to left field. Will Adam moves over and makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the third. Good contact by Lamb that time, but flies right to Will. So Clockseam stands in. He grounded out to Sammy Sharp, his first at bat. So Clockseam, another lefty, tall lefty, stands in there. Then he takes ball 1. On deck is Brody Reynolds. He singled. Falcons have 4 hits on the night. Nice swing there, but it was fouled straight back. Clockseam's had a nice, there's something about a left-handed swing that just always looks pretty when you're up there. I don't know, but a nice looking swing from Clockseam. Fouls that one straight back to the fence. Swings over the top of that one, 1-2. Nice off-speed pitch from Glick that time, had him way out in front. So Nolan has settled down. He had I believe it's a 24-pitch first inning. He's at 43 pitches now. And that one's in the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith blocks it, goes to first, and retires him there. So nice job by Riley Smith being big back there behind the plate. Strikeouts number 3 of the night for Nolan.
Yeah, nice job there by Riley to keep it in front of him. He knocked it down and took his time, picked it up, and fired it down to first for the out.
Number 4, Brody Reynolds.
Brody Reynolds at the plate. He singled, was stranded at second in the first inning. That misses low. The Falcons had 3 hits in the first inning. They had 1 in the second. The leadoff hitter Rosenboom scored. We were tied at 1 at the end of the first inning, and it's been all Panthers since then.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a close game, and then we had a big inning in that second, and again in the third. So that blew this thing wide open.
Reynolds out in front of that one, 2-1 now. Off the end of the bat. Around the infield, we've got Deitch, Brock, Comstock, and Sharp. Outfield is Will Adam, Henry Adam, and Brant Latcham. About said Brady, that's his brother who's in the dugout. That misses, so 3-1 now to Reynolds, the number 4 hitter. Hayden Cantrell on deck. He walked in his last at bat. And there's a 5-pitch walk for Reynolds. So Hayden Cantrell steps in. Second walk of the night for Glick. The catcher, Cantrell, steps to the plate. So 15-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. Glick checks the runner Reynolds at first. He just walked. He's been on base twice. He singled in his first at bat, walked in his second at bat. That one's low. So Nolan was pretty efficient to the first 2 batters and has kind of struggled a little bit with these next 2 batters. See if he can get settled back in now, working from the stretch.
That's a nice pitch.
There's a check swing for strike 1. 1-1. Sharp holds the runner over at first. Reynolds not getting off too far there. That's going to be chopped down towards shortstop. Brock goes to Comstock at second for the force out. So nice play by Elijah that time. 6-4 on the put out for the third out of the inning. So fielder's choice for Cantrell. And that will end the inning. No runs. There were no hits. There were no errors. There was 1 man left. So we will move to the top of the fourth for the Falcons and the Panthers. It will be top of the order. Glick, Adam, and Comstock coming to the plate for the Panthers. So we'll take a break on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube page.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Peyton here with Packwood Locker and Meats. Call now for availability on beef, hog, and lamb slaughter for 2024 through 25. Here at Packwood Locker, we have all the meats and accessories from cheeses to sauces for all your grilling gatherings. Fall's right around the corner, and before the snow flies, it's time to stock up on one of our full bundle meat package specials. Whether you're cooking for your family or hosting a party, contact Packwood Locker and Meats or order online at packwoodlockerandmeats.com. You can't beat my meat, and I dare you to try.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Panthers have blown this game wide open, 15-1. Top half of the fourth inning, just 1 run shy in the third from this one getting over early. So Nolan Glick coming to the plate as a leadoff batter in the fourth, and actually leadoff hitter on the night. for the Panthers. Tyler Rosenboom, right-handed pitcher for the Falcons on the mound tonight. Third pitcher that the Falcons have used. First pitch comes in, a little high.
Nolan's 3 for 3 on the night, so the move to leadoff has paid off for the Panthers.
Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt, so 2-0 count. Rosenboom not wanting to give Nolan anything easy. Rosenboom looks for the sign. He comes set. Here's the pitch. Comes in a little high. Nolan thought about it and then thought better. A 3-0 count for Glick. Number 18 for the Panthers. He's had pitching duties tonight also. That one come in a little high. So that'll be ball 4. Leadoff walk for the Panthers. Now with one aboard. That brings Will Adam to the plate. Will Adam with the fielder's choice in the third. In the second, he reached on an error, and he flew out in the first. Will, the other senior besides Brandt on the team. He squares away to bunt and fouls it back. So we have no scoreboard now. We're in the top half of the fourth inning. Scoreboard just shut off. They're getting it back on. Will Adams stands and waits. We've got Nolan Glick. He's stealing second. There's the throwdown and no play as second. So Nolan Glick gets a stolen base. And I believe that was a ball.
2-1. I believe it counts 2-1.
Will Adam stands in. Now Glick in scoring position. Here's the pitch. There's a foul back out of play. 2-2 count on Glick.
See if the umpire puts it
or
up.
on Adam. I didn't catch it. I think he did.
I couldn't tell if it was 1-2 or if it was.
I
we know it's at least 1 and 2. Not
I know he has 2 strikes, but I think it's 2-2. Will.
Now it's 2-2.
Now it's 2-2. Okay. All right. So we're 2-2 here, and Nolan Glick advanced to third on the pass ball.
So Glick's at third.
Will Adams stands in, waits for the pitch. Rosenboom comes set. Here's the pitch. That one outside. So now we got a full count. No outs. 15-1. We're in the top half of the fourth inning in Letts, Iowa, down here at L&M High School. Here's the pitch. That one a little over Will's head, so that'll be another base on balls for the Panthers. 2 in a row. So now runners on the corners for the Panthers, and that brings Carson Comstock to the plate. You know this kid, Michael?
I've seen him around every once in a while.
I heard he stays at your house once in a while.
Yeah, he's there most of the time.
Okay. Here's the pitch. And that ball kind of squirts away from the catcher, but nonetheless, Will was going. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position.
First strike Carson's seen. Yes. Yeah.
So that was called strike. They got it listed as a ball on the scoreboard. That one is a little high, but it is a 1-1 count, as verified by the umpire. Carson, right-handed junior, soon to be senior. That one a little high and away for a 2-1 count. Nolan Glick on third. Will Adam over there on second, 2 in scoring position, 15-1, top half of the 4th inning. No outs here. That ball a little high. So we get a 3-1 count. 2 walks in a row here by Rosenboom. Comstock waits. Henry Adam on deck. That ball come in a little high, so that'll be 3 walks in a row now for Rosenboom.
3 walks in a row for Comstock.
3 in a row.
And we gotta
have a little meeting on the mound.
So looks like we're gonna have a few changes possibly, or maybe, I don't know. We'll just take a break here, Lauren, and we'll figure it out on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
We're back, Panther fans. No pitching change there, just a little powwow on the mound. So I'll turn it back over to Tony.
So Henry Adam at the plate for the Panthers. Bases are juiced. Loaded, 15-1 Panthers. No outs here. Henry Adam up to bat for the Panthers. Don't forget to move the camera here, Michael.
You think they're going to hit it in the outfield?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm hoping we get a strike so we can hit it.
There's a strike call right there.
It was.
0-1 count. So Rosenboom trying to readjust after 3 walks. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. Cantrell keeps it in front of him. So a 1-1 count on Henry. Henry he flew out to center the first time up. That one's going to be a high pop fly in the infield. Second baseman comes in and makes the grab for out number 1. Henry just got under that a little bit. So all the runners stay put. That brings Brant Latcham to the plate.
Infield fly was in effect there, so.
Brant steps in, waits for the pitch. There's a swing and just a little blooper pop up, and the second baseman makes another catch for out number 2. So 2 little pop ups, and Rosenboom retires 2 in a row. Cal Miller comes to the plate. Base is still loaded, 15-1, Panthers on top. Top of the 4th, now we have 2 outs. Henry Adam and Brant Latcham both flew out. There's a swing and a foul tip right back into the backstop. 4 strike 1.
Cal was right on that one.
Riley Smith getting his work out there. Haven't taken off his shin guards yet with 2 outs on deck. There's a swing and a miss there by Cal for an 0-2 count. So the talk by the coach helped. Rosenboom got him settled down. He walked 3 in a row and did 2 little blooper flyouts in the infield for 2 outs on the next 2. There's a foul out of play by Miller. So still an 0-2 count on Miller. (15-1). Here's the pitch. Just a little inside for a 1-2 count. Cal had a base hit the last time up, had a nice hit. Flew out the first 2 times up. So Cal looking to go 2 for 4 here. That one a little low for a 2-2 count. Panthers haven't scored any runs here in the fourth. There's a swing and a miss. Forced strikeout. So the Falcons get out of that one with no runs scored by the Panthers. And we're going to move to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Your Panthers on top, 15-1. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube page.
From backyard barbecues to late getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
This is Dr. Michael Comstock from Comstock Family Chiropractic in Hedrick, welcoming you to another Pekin Panther baseball season. Our office specializes in care for your entire family. As we move into these summer months, just a friendly reminder that it's time to call and schedule your sports physicals for the upcoming school year. Call and schedule your appointment today, 641-653-2311. That's 641-653-2311. Comstock Family Chiropractic, proud supporters of the Pekin Panthers.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me, Jason, today and learn more.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock, Tony Latcham, and Lauren Sylvester on the laptop running this YouTube page, doing an excellent job. So up to bat for the Falcons is Chase Loving. Panthers on top 15-1. There's a hit up the middle, right to Comstock. He fields it and throws it over for out number one. First pitch. So that'll be a 4-3 put out for the Panthers. Now that brings Javier Wheeler to the plate. So Nolan Glick still on the mound. Riley Smith with catching duties tonight. Hudson Deitch over on third. There's a breaking ball comes in for strike one.
That was a nasty pitch to start him with.
Elijah Brock at shortstop. Carson Comstock over there at second. And Sam Sharp at first. That's your infield. There's the second pitch strike for Nolan. So an 0-2 count on Wheeler. We have Will Adam in the outfield in left. Henry Adam, brother Henry Adam in center. And Brant Latcham in right. There's a swing and just a little blooper. Wheeler doesn't get much of that one, and Nolan Glick throws it down to first for the 1-3 putout. Out number two. 2/3 of the way in this inning to this game being closed out by the Panthers 15-1. 2 outs now. 2 up, 2 down. And that brings Aiden Moreno. Aiden Moreno comes to the plate for the Falcons. Nolan throws that breaking ball in there for a ball. Just a little high, little inside. 1-0 count on Moreno. He's their left fielder. Here's the pitch. That one right down the middle for a 1-1 count. Panthers took command in the second inning, and it's been all Panthers ever since. That one foul tip. Back for a 1-2 count. Started the first inning 1-1. And then the Panthers came up and the bats came alive. Nolan looks in. We got 2 outs here, 15-1. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh boy, that one was right down Main Street. But it's a ball.
That was that breaking ball. Just didn't come back quite quick enough.
2-2.
Might have been a little high, possibly.
2-2 count on Moreno. There's a swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout, and that should be the end of the game, Michael.
It should be. Panthers. Oh, I think we have to go 5, I believe.
Do we have to go 5?
10 after 5, I believe. Yep.
Oh, well, let's go one more. So that sounds good to me. You're listening to Pekin Panther Baseball on Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube page.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Hedrick is your trusted partner in optimizing your agricultural operations. We streamline decisions and solutions to deliver exceptional results tailored to your needs. With a comprehensive range of services, we empower you to achieve success on every acre. Our expert team, led by me, Jason, offers customized approaches for your unique challenges. Nutrient Ag Solutions of Hedrick, your common ground partner in growth. Call me, Jason, today and learn more.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. Michael Comstock and Tony Latcham coming to you on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel and 101.5 KISS FM. Panthers lead 15-1. It has to be a 15-run lead, so we're 1 run short again after not leaving the bases loaded in the 4th inning. So now you have to have a 10-run lead after 5. So Panthers will come to the plate. It will be Smith, Sharp, and Brock coming to the plate for the Panthers. Rosenboom still on the mound for the Falcons. Panthers lead 15-1 here at Louisa Muscatine High School in Letts. So Riley Smith, the catcher, will lead us off. Rosenboom goes back to the mound in his 2nd inning of work. Always nice when you're in the 7th inning in the scorebook and it's only the 5th inning of the ball game. That's
yeah.
A good night at the plate for your team. 1-0, ball missed. Rosenboom works from the stretch. He walked 3 in a row and then got 3 straight outs in the last inning, so 2-0. Panthers scored on a leadoff home run to start the ball game from Nolan Glick. They added 8 runs in the 2nd, 6 in the 3rd. They didn't score in the 4th. And 3-0 on Smith here to start the 5th. Nolan Glick through 5 innings has thrown 61 pitches. Let's see, today is Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So he could go the full 110 tonight if they wanted to and be eligible to pitch on Monday. There's a 4-pitch walk to Riley. So Riley reaches for the 4th time tonight. He's walked once, got hit by a pitch twice, and doubled. So good night at the plate for Riley Smith. So Sam Sharp stands in. Elijah Brock on deck. Rosenboom comes set. That one misses outside. 1-0.
Rosenboom struggled that last inning with 3 walks in a row and then closed it out pretty efficiently after the visit on the mound from the coach. So come back out and walk the leadoff batter here, and there's 2 more balls.
So 2-0 to Sharp. They're going to throw it behind Smith, but he wasn't even really off of the base over there. So 3-0 now on Sharp.
Kind of a dangerous throw there by Cantrell. His first baseman was not expecting that.
Sharp drives that one down the right field line. Foul. Chamois out in front of that one, but I got a good piece of it. Just a little ahead of it. Lands out in foul territory. So 3-1 now to Sharp. Landed out in the bullpen area out there in right field. And that's going to be a walk for Sharp. So runners at first and second. So Brock will stand in. He struck out his last 2 at bats, both looking.
Yeah, Elijah's due for a hit here.
He singled and scored in the second. Chops that one down the third base line. Third baseman's going to step on third, go across the diamond. And Brock beats it out and avoids the double play. So fielder's choice for Brock. That was close at first. He kind of let up as he was going down the baseline. I thought it almost looked like it was going to be a double play. But Smith is retired 5 unassisted for the first out. That brings us back to the top of the order. Sharp moves up to second. Glick at first on the field. I'm sorry, Brock at first on the fielder's choice. Glick at the plate. Then he fouls that one back. 0-1. So Glick has homered and singled twice and walked. So he's been on base all 4 times. That's what you want to see out of your leadoff hitter. That one's going to miss high. So 1-1 now to Glick. Sharp out at second. Brock at first. Will Adam on deck for the Panthers. And that's going to be a hit by pitch. They're going to discuss it. Nolan's like, that hit me in the wrist.
He said it hurt. Or on the almost by the elbow. And the
umpire said it was a foul ball.
He didn't. Last time I checked, the arm was not part of the bat.
So it appears they are going to say so they're going to say it was he swung at the bat. They're going to say that was a swing.
Yeah, that was.
And call it a strike. So 1-2.
That was not a very good call because I don't think either one of them knew what happened there.
I don't. Yeah, there was nowhere near a swing.
Nolan says that's all right. I'd rather hit it anyway.
So 1-2. Still shaking that arm out a little bit. So 1-2 count to Glick. That one's inside. 2-2. Will Adam on deck. We got 1 out here in the 5th. Panthers lead 15-1. Glick fouls that one off to stay alive. Just fights it off.
Yeah, he just fought that one off. Just make sure he got a little bit of contact there. Waiting for the right pitch.
So Rosenboom looks in. Swing and a miss. So Glick goes down swinging for his first out of the night. So Rosenboom picks up the strikeout. That will bring up Will Adam. 2 outs here in the 5th. 15-1 lead for the Panthers. Will Adam has been on base 3 out of 4 times tonight. He's walked, reached on an error, reached on a fielder's choice, and flown out to left field. That one misses high for a ball. Comstock on deck for the Panthers. Sharp still out at second. Brock over at first.
Been stuck on 15 here for the last couple innings.
That's popped up on the left side. That's going to go right over our heads.
Ooh. Just about hit one of the kids back here playing backyard ball.
So 1-1 to Glick. I'm sorry, to Will. One of two seniors on the roster. Him and Brant Latcham are the only two seniors. That was a 15-1 strike called there. That was a pretty high pitch to be called a strike from what he's called all night long. So strike zone expanded a little bit there. And Will just stays alive, gets a piece of it. So 1-2 to Will. You're just joining us. We're in the 5th inning. Panthers up 15-1. Glick led off the game with a home run. And then Panthers were set down 3 in a row after that. But then the 2nd inning, Panthers exploded for 8 runs. They added 6 runs in the 3rd inning. The 4th inning, they didn't score. And we're in the 5th. They have yet to score in the 5th. Will fouls that one off again. So burning that pitch count is Will. Sammy Sharp still out at second. Brock over at first. They both walked to start the inning. So Rosenboom walked the first 3 last inning and then retired 3 in a row. And he's walked 2 to start this inning and then retired a couple in a row. That one hits Will.
Same spot it hit Nolan Glick, but that one was maybe a little bit more evident.
So hit by pitch. 3rd batter hit by a pitch. Riley Smith's been hit twice. So bases are loaded for Comstock. So we got bases loaded for Comstock. So they're having a snowball fight between the umpire and the home plate. They had already thrown him a ball to the pitcher. Comstock went and got the ball at the fence, and then they told him to throw it to the pitcher. The pitcher already had it, so the pitcher threw it back to the catcher, went to the backstop. That's the most excitement we've had in a little while, right? Right, Lauren?
Nice play-by-play there.
So make sure we get it all in there so you knew what was going on at home. So Comstock stands in. He's officially 0 for 1 on the night. He flew out in the 1st inning and has walked his next 3 times. He takes ball 1. Fouls that one off, goes off of his foot in the box. So 1-1 now. Rosenboom trying to get out of this one without any damage as well. Worked his way out of the last inning with 3 walks in a row and then retired 3 in a row after that. So he's trying to get out of it without giving up any more runs. Well, misses inside, 2-1. So 2-1 to Comstock. Sharp at 3rd, Brock at 2nd, Will Adam at 1st. Henry Adam on deck. 3-1 to Comstock. He was trying to wear that one, it looked like. So 3-1. And he draws another walk. So 4th walk of the night for Comstock. His mom won't be too happy about that. He's going to pick up an RBI on the play, though. She's going to tell him to get that bat off his shoulder and get a hit. So Sharp comes in to score. Brock moves up to 3rd. And Will moves up to 2nd. So Henry Adams steps to the plate. There's a strike. 0-1. So see if Henry can get a hold of one here. He's got 2 hits on the night, a double and a single. That one misses inside, so 1-1. Henry 2 for 4 on the night, flew out to left field, doubled, singled, and then popped out to the second baseman. So 2 for 4 on the night for Henry Adam. That one's going to be hit hard on the ground to Reynolds, and he's not going to be able to make the play. Will Adam hustling down the bases, and that will result in another run for the Panthers.
Sharply hit ball there by Henry Adam, and Will, with the speed, gets to 3rd.
So that will be an E5. So Latcham stands to the plate. Brock scores his 2nd run of the night. There's strike one to Latcham. Sammy Sharp has scored 3 runs tonight for the Panthers. Latcham takes strike 2. 0-2 on Latcham. 17-1 now lead for the Panthers. Latcham drives that one right at the second baseman, so that will be the end of the inning. Good contact for Brandt that time, but right at the second baseman, and there'll be a line out to second for the 3rd out of the inning. So we will move to the bottom of the 5th. It will be Braun, Rosenboom, and Lamb coming to the plate. So we'll take a break on the Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel and Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM.
At Jefferson County Health Center, care is more than a service. It's a commitment. Our nurses, doctors, and staff go beyond treatment to provide comfort, compassion, and connection. We care because you matter. Visit jeffersoncountyhealthcenter.org to discover the difference.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Congratulations to the Pekin High School class of 2025. You've shown what it means to lead with pride, passion, and perseverance, and your future is bright. As we celebrate our seniors, we invite the entire community to come and see what makes Pekin High School so special. From championship teams to inspiring student achievements, there's always something to cheer for. Join us this summer and experience the excellence of Pekin High School, where we empower all students to excel, innovate, and lead. Go Panthers!
You're watching the Pekin Panthers on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. We're ready to start the bottom of the 5th. Panthers lead 17-1. So Nolan Glick will take the mound. So we've got a swing and a miss for strike 1. We've got a new batter here, number 5 at the plate. I don't have the roster in front of me, so strike 2. So 0-2. There's a ball. 1-2 now. So Coach Lyman
trying to figure out who the batter is.
Trying
to get it into his baseball app.
Because the number didn't match up. So 1-2. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout for Nolan. First out of the inning. That is strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 5 on the night for Glick. That brings us to the top of the order for the Falcons. That will be Tyler Rosenboom. He singled and struck out in his 2 at-bats. Nolan, after that 24-pitch first inning, has really settled in. There's a strike 1 called. Just threw pitch number 66 on the night.
Nolan's done a nice job tonight on the mound.
There's a breaking ball, strike 2. So Nolan being very efficient out there on the mound this inning. I shouldn't say that. They might jinx us. But so here's the wind. I'm not sure where that one missed, but 1-2. I don't think Riley moved his glove at all, so maybe he was set up off the plate. That was going to be fouled off down to the dugout. Mason Dahlstrom makes the play over there in the dugout. So 1-2 to Rosenboom, the leadoff hitter, his third at bat of the night. That one's to be fouled back, so he stays alive. Cedric Lamb on deck for the Falcons. Around the infield, we've got Deitch, Brock, Comstock, and Sharp. In the outfield is Adam, and Latcham. On the mound is Glick, and behind the plate is Riley Smith. He fouls another one off. So good at bat for Tyler Rosenboom. He keeps fouling them off. Nolan just keeps throwing strikes in there. So here's the wind. And
nice
gets him on the
pitch.
breaking ball. So Rosenboom goes down looking. Second strikeout of the inning. Strikeout number 6 on the game for Nolan. That will bring up the number 2 center fielder, Cedric Lamb. He's 1 for 2. He singled in the first and was caught stealing. And then he flew out to left field his last at bat. There's a strike on the outside corner. Panthers lead 17-1. One more out, and the Panthers will put this one in the books for tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 2 for Lamb. Panthers will be back in action tomorrow night as we travel to Van Buren. Lauren's been talking about Van Buren all week. She was excited to go down there.
Can't wait to get to Keosauqua.
That one misses low, 1-2. So we'll be headed down there to bring you to the game against the Warriors, another team that's on the Atomo radio group. So that will be a double covered game tomorrow night. So 1-2 now to Lamb. Tried to get him to chase the high fastball.
He wanted it.
Yeah, it was more of a swing than what Nolan got when he got hit by the pitch. But 2-2 to Lamb. And that one misses high, so full count for Lamb. On deck is Owen Clockseam. And Lamb draws the walk. So Lamb will be at first. Clockseam comes to the plate. Third walk of the night, I believe, for Glick. Fourth walk of the night for Nolan.
Number 15, Owen Clockseam.
So Clockseam stands in. That was going to be chopped to Glick. He's going to field it, go to Sharp, and that will be the ball game. 1-3 for the final out. So Panthers pick up the win, 17-1 tonight over the Falcons. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back for our post-game show on your home for Panther Baseball, Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel.
You work hard to build the life you want. Your internet should do the same for you. Get all of your telecommunications needs from Lisco, including the most competitive pricing and highest quality data services. Every home, every business, every step of the way. Serving you from right here in your local hometown communities. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your Lisco sales and account manager for all of your telecommunications needs. 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454. Watching the Pekin Panthers on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther fans. We're here for the post-game show on your home for Panther Baseball, Classic Rock 101.5 KISS FM and the Atomo Radio Group YouTube channel. Impressive game tonight for the Panthers, Tony. That was what they needed to get things kind of rolling after that tough one at New London on Monday night.
Yeah, their bats were hot tonight. Didn't see any overpowering pitching, but they were striking the ball well. You know, led off with Nolan's home run there in the first. And close first inning, 1-1, but then Panthers blew the doors off of it in the second and the third inning to just put this one way out of reach. Took the pressure off of Nolan on the mound. You know, he finishes with 79 pitches. Very efficient night for Nolan. Only in 5 innings, but nonetheless, Panthers got to feel good about those bats.
Yeah, Nolan picks up the win. He moves to 2-0 on the season now. He went 5 innings, had 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, gave up 4 hits, and 1 earned run. So nice outing for Will that time tonight. And then offensively, Panthers just all over the board tonight. Nolan Glick had 3 hits for the night. Henry Adam added 2, 1 for Brant Latcham, 1 for for Cal Miller, 1 for Riley Smith, 1 for Sam Sharp, 1 for Elijah Brock. Nolan scored 2 runs on the night. Will scored 2. Comstock scored 2. Henry Adams scored 2. Brant Latcham scored 2. Riley Smith scored 2. Sam Sharp scored 3. And Elijah Brock scored 2. So lots of production. We couldn't get Cal across the plate. He was the only Panther that didn't score tonight. He got stranded at third. So I'll have to give Cal a little bit of a hard time about that. He needed a little more wheels to score on that play. But good night for the Panthers. They will be in action tomorrow night. Panthers move to 2-2 on the year. They are 2-0 in conference. Nope. Let's see. The first game was
Lone Tree.
So 2-1 in conference play. Yes. They dropped the game to Lone Tree. So 2-1 in the conference. 2-2 overall. The Falcons fall to 1-5 on the season. So Panthers will be back in action tomorrow night. It will be a JV game first. So we've talked about how some of these are going to be different times. Tomorrow night will be a JV first game. So they will play at 5:30. We'll be on the air about 7 o'clock for the pregame show from Keosauqua tomorrow night. So if you got nothing to do on a Thursday night, make the trip down to Keosauqua and watch the Panthers take on the Van Buren Warriors. If you can't, we'll be on the radio. We'll be on the old computer if you want to watch us. And so we will be back tomorrow night, Tony. Anything to add?
Back again tomorrow night and then Friday night as well. So great night for the Panthers. Got to feel good about this win. Now if we can find our way home.
That's right. The construction, if we can find our way home from here. So everybody stay safe. Have a great evening. Panthers picking up the win to move to 2-2. We'll be back tomorrow night for more Panther baseball. We're going to wrap up our coverage here tonight. So we will see you tomorrow. Everyone stay safe. Have a great evening and go.